I can't tell you where to land because a lot of people will ask you questions and what's lurking behind the question is just tell me what to think. And it's like, I just have to tell people, look, I'm not going to tell you what to think. I'm going to tell you what you need to think about.
Are you constantly reevaluating, not on the majors and like the supernatural worldview and things like that, but do you find yourself in those areas getting firmer this way or things like that, you know?
I would use the word, I'm always conscious of the need for tweaking. I tweak a lot because as more goes in the hopper, then you read something, it's like, okay, I either didn't consider that or this helps me consider that point in a different way, and then what's the ripple effect? So I'm pretty much always doing that. Not anything really recent, but in the past, I have either moved a little bit on a position on something, or I have come to realize that, you know what, this is one of those issues where I know both or all sides of this so well that I have to be honest and say, I'm just not going to be able to come to a position here. And then to just be content. It's not that you stop thinking about it. It's like, to me, it just feels more honest to say, you know what? I can't tell you where to land because a lot of people will ask you questions and what's lurking behind the question is just tell me what to think. And it's like, I just have to tell people, look, I'm not going to tell you what to think. I'm going to tell you what you need to think about. And I'll tell you where I'm at and why and what I would need to sort of move me one way or the other. But my job isn't to tell you what to think. My job is to alert you to here's what the text says and here's what you need to noodle. So there are some of those issues where I've just come to the point where it's like, if I spend any more time on this, I feel like I'm going to have to repent because I need to spend time on some other things that I don't feel I know as well that I can see are going to matter somewhere down the road. The people get frustrated sometimes in email where I will tell them, look, I'm not going to spend 2 hours watching those YouTube videos because I have a really good idea where they're going to land anyway. And their YouTube videos, I really only read peer-reviewed material because I only have a certain number of hours a day. And I evaluate the use of my time based on what is going to get me further down the road on these 2 or 3 or 4 trajectories. I have my old boss in my head a little bit, Bob. You've met him. But Bob told us one day at work, he said that the way you should manage your time is you do what only you can do. What you are gifted and prepared to do, only you can do, that's what you should be doing, not what somebody else can do. You can help that other person, steer them a little bit and let them go, but do what you're supposed to do because only you can do that. So I've got Bob in my head. And so I have Bob in my head, I have my age, and I have, again, a certain sense of things that I need to produce. I evaluate the use of my time on that. And I might have to tell people, look, here's your question, here's how I would answer it. I'm not watching the YouTube videos. It's 2 hours of my life I'll never get back. I mean, I don't say it that way, but that's really where it's coming from.